get some cheesecake swirl brownies. So we are going to get into it, and we have another story, and this one is another super close one to me. And this is a story about Trey Zwicker. And let me flip this around, because I don't want to get juicy tomato in my brownies, right? Okay, so we're going to do that. So Trey Zwicker was 14. When he was found murdered behind Liberty High School in Louisville, Kentucky. I actually went to that. That was a, I went there when I was in middle school. And then it was turned into a high school. And his body was found behind Liberty High School in 2011. And Trey Zwicker had been beaten with a baseball bat. He was found in the ditch behind the high school. And suspicion immediately turned to his stepbrother, who was Josh Young. He wasn't technically his stepbrother. Josh Young's dad was seeing Trey Zwicker's mother. They were in a relationship. So they considered themselves stepbrothers, but they weren't. Now, Josh Young's father was Josh Gawker. And Josh Young had been in trouble through his life, you know, troubled child, been in trouble. So suspicion went to him, and he was put on trial. There were witnesses, people saying that they did see Josh Young kill Trey Zwicker, but that all went to trial. And when Josh Young went to trial, his father, Josh Gawker, confessed to the murder. So, of course, he wasn't convicted in the trial. Josh Young was let off. And Josh Gawker was sentenced to life in prison. Now, the story doesn't stop here. You think it's open and shut. But in 2018, Josh Young, Josh Gawker's, the one that's serving life in prison, his son wrote a 4-page confession confessing to murdering Trey Zwicker, murdering his stepbrother, saying that he, he thought that Trey Zwicker had a smart mouth on him, and that they went behind the high school. Josh Young claims he was carrying a baseball bat anyway because they used to go out there and vandalize things. So he had the baseball bat with him. And when Trey Zwicker apparently made some smart comments, and they had been smoking weed, so he says, Josh Young says, Trey Zwicker made some smart comments, and Josh Young snapped and began beating him. Now, most people say that, which, of course, after reading, following, most people say, let's move on to these brownies, cheesecake swirl. Holy cow. They're pretty good, but cheesecake and chocolate, but they're pretty good. Okay, most people say that Josh Young is confessing now just to try to get his father, Josh Gawker, an early release from prison. And Josh Young can't be tried again because he was already tried, right? So they would both walk away. Yeah, I say that. But Josh Young is in he is incarcerated right now. Josh Young, the one that wrote the confession. I know the Joshes get confusing. Josh Gawker, Josh Young. The younger one, Josh Young, that made the confession, Trey's stepbrother, he is incarcerated now for unrelated charges. I think he was like firearm charges, things like that. But he's in there for 20 years. So yeah. Like I said, this story was super close to home. Being they couldn't figure it out, they kept going back and forth between the older Josh and the younger Josh. Everybody's completely baffled, confused. And some of them even thought, you know, that they were in it together. Covering up for each other. That's possible too. One more bite of brownie. So good. Alright. What do you guys think? I'm listening. Have you heard of this story? Awful. But let me know. Well, guys, gotta go. And big much love to my new subscribers. You guys are awesome. And I love doing this for you. We'll meet back here later, right? Another story, another meal. All right, guys, like, subscribe. Bye.